Hello there. While over 70% of the Australian businesses are family operated, only 30% survive the transition from first to second generation and just 12% making it to the third generation. In this video, I explore the succession issues that affect family-run businesses and how they can address these to ensure that they not only survive, but also grow through the generations to come. I'll be right back. Welcome back. My name is Raymond Huan, and if you own a business, you're interested in business, or you wish to learn more about the tips and tricks on how to operate a business better, I encourage you to click on the subscribe button that you see before you right now. There is a distinct advantage of running a family business, and it lies in its culture. There is an implicit but well-established way of doing things, particularly in decision making. In small family-operated firms, a capable and entrepreneurial leader who makes smart decisions can bring growth and profitability to the business. But as the family grows, there comes a time when the person in the family who started the business realizes that the size may be an issue and decision making can be affected. For example, the succeeding generations are either ill-equipped to lead the family business because of the infighting, lack of vision, or even complacency. Or the entrepreneurial leader refuses to cede decision-making even when the business has already outgrown the leader's ability to run it alone. Succession is a sensitive topic and subject for many family businesses because it involves filial relationships and possibly the reluctance to let go of control. To keep the entrepreneurial drive alive and strong in a family-based firm, it will be important to address these three problems. At its core, this means that one should effectively and perhaps even meticulously plan for succession. But what does succession planning involve? Planning for training entails understanding what kinds of skills and attitudes the next generation will need to successfully run the business. It also involves knowing how they will learn and acquire these skills, what kind of training they will need, formal education, apprentices, or on-the-job training. Not only will they need to know how to operate the business, but it also involves understanding financial reports, understanding the market, and learning the soft skills required to successfully operate the business. The complexity of handing over a business from one generation to the next depends on many factors. For example, the process of handing over the business from the first generation to the next, perhaps maybe just from a parent to a child, is different from handling over a well-established family firm that has been in business for several generations. As a business grows, structure also becomes an issue. And structure is important because structure essentially determines who makes the decisions in the business and how they will be made. For example, will the decisions come from one person from the top and trickle down to the front lines? Or will it involve a democratic process where all stakeholders, that is all members of the family, will be given a voice? Or will the decisions be decentralized, with each member of the family assigned to a particular area in the business that they will be responsible for? When do you plan to cede complete control of a business? What factors should you consider for it to happen? And what conditions should exist? What or who determines when the next generation is ready to take over the business? These perhaps are the most contentious issues when a family business discusses succession planning. As a business owner, there is a sense of pride and ownership. I mean, after all, you started the business and you made it grow to where it is today. At the same time, the next generation of leaders will have their own ideas on how to operate your business. However, instead of focusing on what is different, why not focus and plan on what every generation of the family shares? That is the unique DNA or the makeup of the family, and an understanding on how things operate due to the nature and sharing of a common history with one another. Just as family members share the same common DNA, the DNA resides in the business mission statement. So while each generation may have a different way of running the business, this DNA will be passed on from one generation to another. And this DNA should give the older generation confidence in the next generation. Once the plans have been laid, that is, the younger generation has been trained, the business structure has been put in place, the older generation may be able to decide more clearly on when to pass the baton over. Transition, after all, is not a question of if, but of when. If you're interested to know more about what a business has to go through when facing exponential growth, you can download the first chapter of the book, 20K to 2 million in 2 years, absolutely free here. The chapter talks about the differences between a good and a great business and puts out questions that make you consider how you can turn your business from good to great. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I look forward to catching up with you in the next video very soon.